Culture Vulture, 27th of July to the 2nd of August, 2024. Welcome to Culture Vulture, your guide to the week's entertainment from an alternative standpoint. Selections and writing is by Pat Harrington and music is from Tim Bragg. Highlights this week include Serenity, 2005, a sci-fi adventure where a group of rebels fights against a totalitarian regime, exploring themes of freedom and the ethics of scientific experimentation. Deadpool 2, 2018, an irreverent superhero film that follows Deadpool's journey of redemption and protection of the vulnerable, while satirizing the genre and Hollywood's commercialization of violence. And Hell or High Water, 2016, a modern western about two brothers who rob banks to save their family ranch, critiquing the predatory practices of financial institutions and exploring themes of poverty and moral ambiguity.
Saturday the 27th of July, 2024. Serenity, 2005, 6:55 p.m. 5-star. Serenity, directed by Joss Whedon, is a gripping sci-fi adventure set in a dystopian future where a motley crew of rebels aboard the spaceship Serenity fights against a formidable totalitarian regime known as the Alliance. This film delves deeply into themes of freedom versus control, the ethics of scientific experimentation, and the profound power of belief. At its core, Serenity is about the crew's relentless struggle for autonomy and the right to self-determination, symbolizing the perpetual fight against oppressive forces. Central to the narrative is the character of River Tam, a young woman who has been subjected to invasive experimentation by the Alliance. River's journey and the crew's efforts to protect her highlight the ethical dilemmas surrounding the use of science and technology to manipulate individuals for political purposes, making Serenity a thought-provoking commentary on the abuse of power and the resilience of the human spirit. Serenity, directed by Joss Whedon, is a sci-fi adventure set in a dystopian future where a group of rebels battles against a totalitarian regime known as the Alliance. The film explores themes of freedom versus control, the ethics of scientific experimentation, and the power of belief. The crew's fight for autonomy and the right to self-determination underscores the perpetual struggle against oppressive forces. Additionally, the character of River Tam, a product of the Alliance's invasive experimentation, serves as a poignant commentary on the ethics of using science and technology to manipulate individuals for political ends. Deadpool 2, 2018, 9 p.m. C4. David Leitch's Deadpool 2 continues the irreverent saga of the anti-hero Deadpool. The film tackles social themes such as family, redemption, and the consequences of violence. Politically, it satirizes the superhero genre and Hollywood's commercialization of violence. Ethical dilemmas arise through the character of Russell, a young mutant who faces abuse, highlighting the issues of child welfare and the repercussions of institutional neglect. Deadpool's journey from self-serving mercenary to a protector of the vulnerable reinforces the importance of personal responsibility and redemption. Record on, The Specials, A Message to You, 10:30 p.m. Sky Arts. Record on, The Specials, A Message to You is a poignant tribute to the enduring legacy of The Specials, a band that not only defined an era with their music but also captured the socio-political landscape of their time. This Sky Arts documentary delves into the band's journey with a mix of nostalgia and reverence. The film is a tapestry of interviews, music, and memories that come together to paint a vivid picture of the band's impact on British pop culture. It's a must-watch for fans and newcomers alike, offering a window into the raw energy and message of unity that The Specials championed. The documentary doesn't shy away from the tumultuous times that gave rise to their music, nor does it gloss over the band's eventual breakup. Instead, it presents an honest narrative that celebrates their musical genius and the timeless relevance of their message. Hell or High Water, 2016, 11:50 p.m. BBC One. Directed by David Mackenzie, Hell or High Water is a riveting modern western that delves into the bleak realities of economic despair and moral ambiguity in post-recession Texas. The film follows the story of two brothers, Toby and Tanner Howard, who embark on a series of bank robberies to save their family ranch from foreclosure, driven by a desperate need to secure a future for Toby's children. As the brothers execute their plan, they are pursued by a determined Texas Ranger, Marcus Hamilton, and his partner, Alberto Parker, adding tension and complexity to the narrative. Hell or High Water offers a powerful critique of the predatory practices of financial institutions, portraying them as merciless entities preying on the vulnerable. The film vividly explores themes of poverty, desperation, and the elusive nature of the American dream for many individuals who find themselves trapped in an unforgiving economic landscape. The moral complexity of the brothers' actions raises profound ethical questions. Are their crimes justified by their dire circumstances? This central dilemma underscores the film's exploration of systemic injustice and personal morality, challenging viewers to consider the harsh realities faced by those on the margins of society. through its compelling characters and gripping storyline, Hell or High Water paints a poignant picture of the human struggle against economic oppression and the lengths to which people will go to reclaim their dignity and hope. County Lines, 2019, 12:30 a.m. BBC Two. County Lines, directed by Henry Blake, is a harrowing depiction of child exploitation within the UK's drug trade. The film centres on a 14-year-old boy coerced into trafficking drugs across county lines. Social themes of poverty, broken families, and the lack of social support systems are prevalent. The film sheds light on the vulnerabilities that lead young people into criminal activities and critiques the societal failures that allow such exploitation to persist. Ethically, it challenges viewers to consider the responsibility of society to protect its most vulnerable members and address the root causes of such exploitation. Citation. Possessor, 2020, 1:25 a.m. Film 4. Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor is a chilling sci-fi thriller that explores the ethics of identity and the extent of corporate power. The story follows an assassin who takes control of other people's bodies to execute high-profile targets. The film delves into themes of autonomy, consent, and the dehumanizing effects of technology. It raises ethical questions about the manipulation of identity and the moral implications of corporate control over individuals' bodies. The extreme violence depicted serves as a stark warning of the potential consequences of unchecked technological advancement and corporate greed.
Sunday, the 28th of July, 2024. High Society, 1956, 3:35 p.m. BBC Two. Directed by Charles Walters, High Society is a musical comedy that, while light-hearted, subtly critiques social class and the institution of marriage. Set against the backdrop of an elite socialite's wedding, the film examines the superficiality of high society and the pursuit of genuine love versus social status. Social themes of class distinction and the performance of wealth are central, offering a satirical look at the American aristocracy. The film suggests that true happiness comes from personal authenticity and emotional honesty rather than social conformity. The Shining, 1980, 10 p.m. BBC Two. Stanley Kubrick's masterful adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining is a chilling psychological horror that intricately explores themes of isolation, madness, and family dysfunction. The story follows Jack Torrance, an aspiring writer and recovering alcoholic, who takes a job as the winter caretaker of the remote Overlook Hotel. Accompanied by his wife Wendy and son Danny, Jack's initial hope for a fresh start quickly devolves into a harrowing descent into madness. The Overlook Hotel itself serves as a powerful metaphor for societal pressures and the unraveling of the human psyche. Its eerie, sprawling corridors and ominous presence reflect the isolation and alienation that exacerbate Jack's psychological deterioration. The film delves deeply into the destructive potential of untreated mental illness, portraying Jack's gradual transformation from a loving father to a violent, unhinged maniac. The haunting legacy of violence is a central theme, embodied in the hotel's dark history and its supernatural influence over Jack. This legacy is also evident in the cyclical nature of Jack's madness, mirroring his own abusive past. The film's political undertones reflect on the American ethos of self-reliance and the breakdown of the nuclear family, suggesting that the pressures of individualism can lead to catastrophic consequences when mental health is neglected. Ethically, The Shining challenges viewers to confront the thin line between sanity and insanity, and the moral responsibility to address psychological issues before they manifest in destructive ways. Kubrick's meticulous direction and the film's unsettling atmosphere compel audiences to examine the impact of isolation and untreated mental illness, making The Shining not just a horror classic, but a profound commentary on the fragility of the human mind and the importance of mental health awareness.
Monday the 29th of July, 2024. Night of the Demon, 1957, 9:05 p.m. Talking Pictures. Jack Tournier's Night of the Demon is a classic horror film that explores the conflict between rationality and superstition. The story of an American psychologist investigating a satanic cult in England touches on themes of belief, skepticism, and the unknown. The film critiques the arrogance of scientific rationalism when confronted with inexplicable phenomena, suggesting that there are limits to human understanding. The ethical implications revolve around the responsibility of acknowledging and respecting beliefs different from one's own, even when they challenge established scientific norms.
Tuesday, the 30th of July, 2024. The Call of the Wild, 2020, 4:55 p.m. Film 4. The Call of the Wild, directed by Chris Sanders,
is a visually stunning and heartwarming adaptation of Jack London's beloved novel. This family-friendly adventure film transports audiences to the rugged landscapes of the Yukon during the Klondike Gold Rush, where the story unfolds through the eyes of Buck, a domesticated St. Bernard Scotch Collie mix. Buck's life takes a dramatic turn when he is stolen from his comfortable home in California and sold into the harsh world of sled dogs in the wild, unforgiving North. The film beautifully captures the essence of London's exploration of nature, survival, and the primal clash between civilization and wilderness. Buck's journey from a pampered pet to a resilient and free-spirited leader of a sled dog team is a poignant narrative of self-discovery and adaptation. The themes of animal welfare and ethical treatment of animals are central to the story, highlighting Buck's struggle against exploitation and his ultimate quest for freedom. Through Buck's eyes, the film also addresses the broader environmental impact of human activities, illustrating the delicate balance between mankind and nature. The pristine, yet perilous landscapes of the Yukon serve as a backdrop to underscore the importance of respecting the natural world and the consequences of human encroachment on wildlife habitats. The Call of the Wild is more than just an adventure tale, it is a profound commentary on the intrinsic connection between all living beings and their environments. Buck's transformation symbolizes the return to one's true nature and the enduring spirit of resilience and freedom. The film's message resonates deeply, reminding viewers of the timeless bond between humans and animals and the need to cherish and protect our natural world. A Storm Foretold, 10 p.m. BBC 4. A Storm Foretold, airing on BBC 4, is a gripping documentary that delves into the tumultuous political landscape of recent years. Centered around Roger Stone, a figure notorious for his role in American politics, the film weaves a complex narrative that explores the undercurrents of power and influence that have shaped significant events. Director Christopher Guldbrandsen offers an intimate look at the machinations within the MAGA movement and its culmination in the harrowing events at the U.S. Capitol. The documentary doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of political maneuvering, presenting a candid and sometimes unsettling portrait of a democracy in turmoil. With a blend of interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and Guldbrandsen's own reflections, A Storm Foretold is a thought-provoking piece that resonates deeply in today's political climate, especially with the looming possibility of another Trump presidential campaign. It's a film that not only documents history but also prompts a serious reflection on the future of political discourse and democracy itself.
Wednesday the 31st of July, 2024. Accused, the Hampstead paedophile hoax, 10:30 p.m. C4. A profound exploration of the consequences of online conspiracy theories. It tells the harrowing story of innocent people in Hampstead who were falsely accused of heinous crimes and being part of a satanic cult and the subsequent battle for justice and truth. The film combines interviews, real archive footage, and dramatizations to convey the emotional impact on those involved and highlights the importance of critical thinking in the digital age. For those interested in the themes of truth, justice, and the effects of internet culture on real lives, this documentary presents a compelling narrative. Song of the Sea, 2014, 12:45 p.m. Film 4. Tom Moore's Song of the Sea is an enchanting animated film that blends Irish folklore with themes of loss, family, and the healing power of storytelling. The narrative follows a young boy and his sister, who is a Selkie, on a magical journey. Social themes of grief and the importance of preserving cultural heritage are prevalent. The film advocates for the protection of endangered traditions and languages, emphasizing the role of stories in connecting us to our past and each other. Ethically, it highlights the importance of empathy, understanding, and the nurturing of familial bonds. Nobody, 2021, 9 p.m. Film 4. Directed by Ilya Naishuller, Nobody is a high-octane thriller that explores the complexities of violence, masculinity, and personal transformation. The film centers on Hutch Mansell, a seemingly unremarkable suburban dad and office worker who leads a mundane, repetitive life. However, when his home is invaded by burglars and his family's safety is jeopardized, Hutch's hidden past as a highly skilled assassin comes to light. This revelation sets off a relentless and adrenaline-fueled journey of vengeance and self-discovery. Nobody delves deep into social and political themes, particularly the discontent simmering beneath the surface of suburban normalcy. The film critiques the facade of tranquility that masks deeper frustrations and unfulfilled desires. Hutt's transformation from a passive everyman to a force of lethal precision underscores the dissonance between outward appearances and inner realities. The film also provides a sharp commentary on the glorification of violence in media and the seductive allure of vigilantism. As Hutch unleashes his suppressed aggression, Nobody challenges viewers to consider the ethical implications of taking the law into one's own hands. It questions whether true heroism lies in violent retribution or in the restraint and moral integrity required to maintain peace. Ethically, Nobody provokes a deeper reflection on the nature of heroism and the personal cost of preserving a peaceful existence in a world steeped in violence. It juxtaposes the exhilaration of action with the sobering consequences of living a double life, ultimately questioning the societal norms that equate masculinity with aggression and dominance. Through its intense action sequences and nuanced character development, Nobody transcends the typical action thriller, offering a profound exploration of identity, morality, and the hidden depths within us all.
Thursday, the 1st of August, 2024. Interview with the Vampire, 1 of 8, 9 p.m. BBC Two. This series, based on Anne Rice's iconic Vampire Chronicles, explores the complex and often tumultuous relationships between its central characters, Louis, Lestat, and Claudia, as they navigate their existence as vampires. The show has been well received for its fresh take on the classic tale, and it appears to be part of a series with episodes airing weekly. For those interested in a blend of drama and the supernatural, this series offers a compelling dive into the dark and alluring world of Rice's creation. The Theory of Everything, 2014, 11:35 p.m. BBC Two. James Marsh's The Theory of Everything is a biographical drama about the life of physicist Stephen Hawking. The film explores themes of love, resilience, and the intersection of science and spirituality. It portrays Hawking's struggle with ALS and his groundbreaking contributions to cosmology. Social themes of disability and the ethical implications of scientific discovery are central. The film highlights the importance of perseverance and the human spirit's ability to overcome physical limitations. Ethically, it raises questions about the role of caregivers and the balance between personal ambition and family responsibilities. Official Secrets, 2019, 11:05 BBC Two. Directed by Gavin Hood, Official Secrets is a gripping political thriller that brings to light the true story of Catherine Gunn, a courageous whistleblower whose actions exposed deep-seated government malfeasance. Set against the tumultuous backdrop of the lead-up to the Iraq War, the film meticulously unravels themes of government transparency, the ethics of journalism, and the profound moral duty to expose wrongdoing. Keira Knightley delivers a compelling performance as Catherine Gunn, a British intelligence specialist who stumbles upon a classified email detailing a covert US-UK operation to blackmail UN diplomats into supporting the invasion of Iraq. Confronted with the moral implications of this discovery, Gunn risks her career and freedom by leaking the document to the press, setting off a chain of events that challenge the integrity of both governments and media institutions. Official Secrets delves deeply into the social and political themes of war, surveillance, and the individual's role in challenging state power. The narrative critiques the use of intelligence to manipulate public opinion and justify military action, highlighting the ethical dilemmas faced by those who handle classified information. The film portrays the personal and professional sacrifices Gunn endures, underscoring the heavy burden carried by whistleblowers who dare to reveal the truth.